Hello again and welcome. Today I'm going to be turning an earring holder with a slight difference to my normal design, i.e. drilling the holes in the canopy for the earrings to hang down. My wife has requested for some of her earrings which don't fit in those holes for some 90-degree hooks to go into the rim of the canopy. So that's what I'm going to do, because we mustn't argue with the good ladies. I've got a piece of yew between centres at the moment, and it is 2 3/4 inches square by 5.5 inches. I've got some specific instructions on what she wants, so I'm going to carry those out as near as I possibly can, because I am accused occasionally of going off piste and doing my own thing. But there you go. Okay, so without further ado, let's turn this earring holder out of yew. So the first thing I'm going to do is to turn the piece to round using the 1 1/4 inch Hope Cryo spindle roughing gouge, and I'll be turning at around 2000 RPM, I would think. Yep, just on 2000 RPM. Now I'm just going to mark out, give me some guidelines. The canopy, I think, will be, bearing in mind there's going to be a little finial on the top as well. So that's the canopy, and then start the base going up about here, I would think. And then that'll be the base, something of that ilk. And what I've got to do here as well is make sure that I've got a fairly wide lip to drill the holes in and put the hooks in. Okay, there's a good start. The camera wasn't on. Okay, so I've just started to shape the canopy and carry on doing that, and I want to leave a little flat at the top there so that I can put the short finial on. So I'm just getting rid of wood basically and making a concave cut. Right, remove the tailstock now to do my final cut. Yeah, considering I'm going to have a finial on the top as well, I'll just part that off there, I think. Yeah, that's better, because you're going to have a little finial on the top as well. Just bring that bit around here, pick up the cut, and just get rid of that there. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so this is going to be the width of the lip. So again, I could just go in with the parting tool just to define that. Now my next operation is to drill 8 holes in the rim using the indexing system on the lathe, and I will also be using a little jig I made years ago. And what happens with this jig is you put a drill guide in, which is the correct diameter of the drill bit you're using. Well, this one is a 4mm and I'm actually going to be using a 3mm, so there's going to be a little bit of slop but not a lot, and it just guides it in the same place every time. So I push that home and just lock it down. I've already got it at centre, and then what I will do is put it into the drill and we'll just line it up, and then we'll use the indexing, as I say, to drill the holes. I didn't want to bore you with the drilling, so we have now got 8 equidistant holes in the rim. Now I can go on with the sanding and do the finial, and the job will be done. Okay, so I've got the earring stand sanded up now to 320, ready for the finish. Now I'm leaving it in the chuck, the reason being I want to turn a small little finial, only about 3/4 of an inch, something like that. And I'm going to be using this Vera wood, which was kindly sent to me by Paul Smith some years ago. Vera wood is a very dense, heavy wood, similar to lignum vitae. In fact, sometimes it's called Argentinian lignum vitae, and it hails from Central and South America. So the reason I'm doing it this way is once I've turned that, the pre-drilled hole, I will put in the finial, and it means then that I can blend in the base of the finial to the top of the canopy here seamlessly, and then I can finish off. Okay, change of plan. As I was about to turn a small finial for this out of that beautiful Vera wood, my wife came into the workshop and said, "What's that for?" And I said, "It's got to be for the top of the earring stand." She said, "I don't like that colour," she said, "I want a light one." So she routed around my finial and knob box, and you won't believe this, but she said, "That's what I want," she said. And it's a piece of oak that I turned for something, and she said to me, "I want that." I said, "Well, I'll turn another one similar." She said, "No, I want that one." Well, I'm not being funny. It hasn't got a proper tenon on there for that, but I'll work that out and we'll get that stuck on there and let it dry, and then I'll blend it in and sand it, finish it, and then hopefully my wife will, for once in 10 years, be happy with something I've turned for her. Okay, so as luck would have it, the internal part of the ring centre of the one-way live centre will just centre that up nicely, so I can apply a little bit of pressure and keep it there until it dries. So I'm going to be using some tight bond and just spread that over here. Now, bearing in mind that I will be cleaning this up, so I'm not too bothered about overspill. Just get that off my finger, and then centralise it into the live centre and offer it up to the earring stand. Not too much pressure, just a bit, checking if it's turning nice and centrally. So I'll just lock that off and wait for it to dry. Okay, so it's been about an hour now. It hasn't cured completely, but I can blend this in now. I'm not going to take the tailstock away at this stage, obviously, and I wouldn't have even if it was dry, just for the extra support. So I'm just going to take my 3/8 spindle gouge now and very gently reduce this lip here and blend it in, and we'll see how it looks. It's very, very light cuts. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, that's not too bad. That'll stand up nicely now. And as I've explained, I don't particularly like the design, but then it's what my wife wanted, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that's it finished. Looks rather nice. I don't like the style at all, but there you go. It's what my wife wanted, so that's what she's getting. Alright, so I'll part him off now. I'll put the hooks in and show it to you when it's completed. So here's the finished piece. You with an oak jobby on the top. I like the design of the actual body. Don't like the finial very much, but my wife wanted it, and as I said earlier on, I'm not going to argue with her. I don't like the hooks either, but they are functional for the type of earrings she wants to use them, apparently. The only thing I've done, which she doesn't know about yet, is I've put alternate colour hooks in. So we'll see whether that can be acceptable or whether I'll have to change them again. So there he is, one earring holder in yew and oak. Thank you very much indeed for watching. You are privy to the first time in 10, maybe 12 years of turning that I've actually done something virtually exactly as my wife wanted. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers now.